Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing Hellraiser, Hellseeker, and it's the 6th installment of the series. And this movie was okay. I give this a 5 out of 10. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't great either. Definitely lacks what the Hellraiser series usually delivers, which is awesome fucking gore. Just just creepiness, okay? And just that classic Hellraiser feel that you come to know and love. And pretty much everything after 4 lacks that. Hell World lacks that. Deader, I haven't seen, but I've seen this once. I think parts of it when I was a kid, and I know that it's not anything like the first one. I'll have to watch it again, but I'm about ready to watch this Deader. But I just now got done with Hellseeker, and it wasn't bad. I'm gonna put it that way. Basically, it's about this guy named Trevor, and he's the whole movie, and there are kind of spoilers in this, so spoiler alert. Basically, him and his girlfriend Christy, which is played by a different girl, by the way, Kirsty, from the first, second. Um, they're in the car, and then all of a sudden, they crash into the lake. He tries to get her out, and you assume that she dies, and he ends up waking up about a month later in a hospital, not knowing where or what happened. He assumes that he pretty much asks the doctors, where's Christy, and they go, well, she's been missing for a month, and he goes, what, he's like, what, he's confused, and parts of this are kind of like you don't know what's going on, like a lot of like the classic, like some of the stuff that in Hellraiser, that a lot of stuff's kind of rambled about, and you don't know what's going on. Like he dreams a lot. He don't know what's going on. Like he doesn't know what's real and what's fake anymore. Or what's fantasy, what's reality. So he sees all these. He sees a lot of Cenobites, which is like basically what Hellraiser, what Pinhead is a Cenobite. He sees Cenobites, and then he rubs his eyes, wakes up, and then sees nothing. So he thinks that basically he's hallucinating. He has headaches and hallucinations caused by the accident. So he assumes that the hallucinations are a symptom of the accident. And I'm gonna skip right to the end. And at the very end, basically, there's not a whole lot to talk about toward the movie. That's basically what most of it is. And he's trying to kind of go on a quest to find out what happened to her. And the cops pretty much think he did it. He killed her, and that he hid the body or something. And then toward the end, Pinhead appears, and you don't see Pinhead too much in this at all. Um, but I was surprised. You don't see him very much. In 4, you see him a lot, and 5, Inferno, which was a piece of garbage, you seen him like probably a grand total of probably a minute and 50 seconds. And this one, you seen him more in it, probably about 5 minutes. That's probably what you see in him. You seen there's one part where you see Pinhead as a reflection, but toward the end he actually appears and pretty much telling him, about his hallucinations and about basically trying to get him to remember. So basically um, he goes up and down to where his wife is, that main cop, I forget his name, pretty much tells him to go to the morgue because they found the body. If they found a body, so he thinks it's his wife. So he goes down there. That's where he meets Pinhead, and he goes in there and he takes the sheet off. It sees his body, and basically, well, before he unsheathes the blanket to show him, it shows his memories. Basically, Pinhead showed him what his memories were that he didn't remember. Basically, it was this: his wife shot him in the head. because he's a cheater and no good piece of garbage. His wife shot him, and he didn't even he didn't even remember or recollect. Basically, he was in limbo, in hell, in limbo. And limbo is a layer of hell. He was in hell the whole time, the whole movie. That kind of pissed me off. I was like, what the? So wait a minute. But basically, the whole time I've been seeing an apparition. He's basically in hell the whole time. But was okay. Like I said, it was all right, and that's pretty much where it ended. I mean, at the very end, the cop gave um, it went into actual real time, and it showed the cop, give Kirsty the box, basically saying, well, I was gonna add this to evidence, but she says, that she lies and said, oh, this is an anniversary present. He ended up giving it to her, her husband, and she just says it's her anniversary present, and so he just says, okay, go ahead and take it. And of course, that's pretty good beginning or ending for a sequel, which is where Deader will come in place. And I'm pretty excited about watching that one. And like I said, this is a pretty good movie. It was okay, but it was still. I mean, it was good, but it was like okay at the same time. I don't know if you know what I'm saying, but like I said, I give it a 5, but it wasn't that bad. 5 out of 10. Usually, when I say 5, it's okay. Well, it's basically okay, but it's a good okay. I mean, it's nothing real new. It's nothing I've seen that's new, but it's still okay. I really wouldn't recommend this to people just because it's kind of hard to get at first. A lot of people won't really understand it if they've never seen or if they're into this franchise. Most of these movies are kind of hard to comprehend. Like the third one, for example, is pretty damn good. That's probably one of my favorite ones, but it's kind of hard to comprehend at first. And the first one's the easiest to understand, very easy. But this one's a good one, and not this one. The third one's a good one. But like I said, Hellraiser, Hellseeker is okay. Not great, not bad. It's okay. I don't know. I'd probably watch it again just because it kind of keeps you on your seat at times, which a couple of these lack. The fifth one was a complete bore fest. It was just a piece of trash. But that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review, and I'm gonna do more reviews in the future on this series. I do enjoy the Hellraiser series, but like I said, there are some of these movies that just aren't up to par, aren't as good as they should be. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Have a good one.